Bob Seger never chased trends. He never tried to sound younger than he was. And he never needed controversy to stay relevant. Instead, he built one of the most honest catalogs in American rock history, songs about highways, heartbreak, working life, and growing older without pretending you're not. Now, at 80, Bob Seger has finally opened up about the 5 Silver Bullet Band songs that mean the most to him, not necessarily the biggest hits, but the ones that still feel true when he looks back. These aren't just fan favorites. They're personal milestones. Night Moves. If Bob Seger had to be remembered for just one song, Night Moves would probably be it. But for Seger, it's more than a signature track. He said this song captured something rare, the feeling of looking back without bitterness. Written years after the events it describes, Night Moves isn't about teenage romance. It's about memory. The awkwardness. The longing. The moments you didn't realize were important until they were gone. Seger once admitted this was the song where he finally learned how to write honestly, without trying to sound tough or impressive. That's why it still feels real decades later. Main Street. Unlike many rock songs, Main Street isn't flashy. It's quiet. Observational. Almost cinematic. The song paints small scenes, neon lights, lonely bars, people stuck between hope and routine. Bob Seger has said Main Street felt like writing a short story rather than a rock song. It reflected his own experiences playing clubs, watching people drift in and out, and realizing that every life has weight, even when it looks ordinary. This song mattered to Seger because it proved rock music could be subtle, and still hit hard. Turn the Page. This might be the most personal song Seger ever wrote. Turn the Page isn't about fame. It's about isolation. Written from real experiences on the road, the song exposes the loneliness behind touring, hotel rooms, long drives, exhaustion, and the feeling of always being on display. Seger has said this song came straight from frustration and fatigue, not ambition. That's why it resonated with so many musicians, even outside rock. For Seger, Turn the Page remains a reminder that success always has a cost, and pretending otherwise is a lie. Against the Wind. By the time Seger wrote Against the Wind, he was no longer the hungry outsider. He was successful. Established. Respected. But instead of celebrating, he reflected. The song is about aging, mistakes, and the realization that life doesn't slow down just because you want it to. Seger has said this song forced him to admit things he hadn't wanted to face, about relationships, ambition, and time slipping away. It's one of the rare rock songs that feels honest about getting older without sounding defeated. Beautiful Loser. This song holds a special place in Seger's heart. Beautiful Loser isn't about failure, it's about people who live on their own terms, even when the world doesn't reward them for it. Seger has explained that this song represented his own years of struggle before mainstream success, when he kept going simply because he believed in the music. To him, being a beautiful loser meant staying true, even when the odds were against you. It's a quiet anthem for anyone who refuses to give up their identity. Bob Seger's favorite Silver Bullet Band songs aren't about charts or awards. They're about memory, honesty, and survival. At 80, Seger doesn't romanticize the past, but he respects it. And these 5 songs are proof that the best rock music doesn't shout. It tells the truth. OUTRO, Call to Action. Which Bob Seger song means the most to you? Is it one of these, or something else entirely? Drop it in the comments, hit like, and subscribe for more untold stories from rock's greatest legends.